Greetings family, welcome back to my channel. In this particular video, I would like to discuss who won the debate between Brother Polight and Lord Abba in reference to the coronavirus versus the 5G network. Okay, now I think in my previous video, I had reflected on electromagnetic radiation and the fact that there is a concerted effort among those in the physics community who would like us to believe that electromagnetic radiation is not harmful and that it does not cause harmful effects like cancer or death. Okay, well, in this particular video, I would like to discuss this conversation that took place yesterday, in which Lord Abba attempted to put Brother Polight on the hot seat in regards to his position on the coronavirus. Okay, Lord Abba presented the opinion that Brother Polight is irresponsibly referring to the coronavirus in pseudo terms. He is thinking that Brother Polight was framing an argument about this particular virus that was based in conspiracy theories. Okay, now Brother Polight began his defense by basically saying that even though Lord Abba is referring to his comments in a negative fashion, he couldn't actually identify the comments that Brother Polight made that he is saying were pseudo and that he is saying were incorrect or erroneous, right? And so it just led me to discuss this issue again today because I felt that in my previous video, I don't know if I deleted it or not, but in my previous video, I indicated that brothers like Heinrich Hertz and other formative thinkers were those who actually identified things like the X-ray and infrared, so on and so forth. And so the theories that they would have laid down decades ago are the same assumptions that people are making today. And so there's a divide in terms of science with regards to whether or not electromagnetic radiation is harmful to humans or not. Okay, now as we can see in places where there's a high concentration of radioactive activity, that there is also a high occurrence of cancer. Okay, so I believe that when the 5G network comes into play, while I don't know what it feels like, I haven't actually lived in a district where 5G networks operate, so I couldn't really make a statement about it whether or not it's harmful. But I do believe the higher the output of our radio frequencies and waves, I believe there will be a corresponding impact on plant life, animal life, and the atmosphere. Okay, because the amount of power needed to generate and transmit these frequencies from tower to tower is still of the magnitude that could still cause us to become sick. Okay, some people say that if you live close to the transformers on an electricity pole, that there is a high occurrence of cancer as well. And so there are various people who will refer to these issues from totally different vantage points. And so we can't really state with a certainty which one of these vantage points is 100% correct. But I am actually, in this particular debate, I am favoring the position of Brother Polight with respect to there being some potential harm that could be caused by us emitting too much energy and radiation near to human life. Okay, but in the debate, I would say I want to give it to Brother Polight. I think Lord Abba, while I may disagree with his position, I believe Lord Abba presented his opinions in a thoughtful way but I believe he began from a faulty premise by actually saying that Brother Polite's arguments were erroneous, but he was not able to present what those particular arguments were. But I think he did refer to something Brother Polite said from one of his live streams. But also I think Brother Polite he did a little bit of dancing. He did some dancing. Lord Abba correctly pointed out that he was creating some back doors for himself with his arguments. So I'm going to be fully transparent and say that Lord Abba exposed some of the chinks in Brother Polite's armor. But I believe it was all in a healthy discussion. Family, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm going to have to give this one to Brother Polite. Um, some people might say I have a bias because of my opinions in this regard. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below with all these dynamics. One love.